Maria, I just met a girl named Maria. Do people sing that song to you all the time?
Not enough.
Well, you know what? More of it here at Radio Days. This is Maria and Christian, and they're both they host a radio show on P3, which is the youth station run by DR, the public service broadcaster in Denmark. Your show is a bit of a mix of everything, isn't it, Maria?
Well, yes and no. We both have news stories, but not the traditional news stories. It's more like what is happening on Twitter, what's happening on YouTube. Stuff that other news sites may not think is normal or okay enough news. And at the same time, it's about being young and maybe a little bit too much about us.
Not too much about you, but more about cats on skateboards on YouTube and stuff like that.
Also about cats on skateboards on YouTube, definitely, yeah.
Cats with hats and boots.
Yeah, funny hats is a big part of our
yeah.
program, yeah.
How did you two get into broadcasting? Christian, we'll start with you.
I started as a part of my education as a journalist, and then I just kind of dropped the whole part of becoming a journalist and started making radio instead.
Yeah. But you didn't want to go down the line of becoming a hard-hitting news journalist anymore?
No, exactly, yeah.
Why was that?
I think I like entertainment more, and I found out I was good at it, so why spend like 3 years more going to school when you could just like start right now?
So did you drop out of college?
Yeah, basically.
But you still pursued a career in broadcasting, just not the side of broadcasting you originally intended.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me about the show you do now. The two of you do it together, and it's on 5 days a week, is it, in Denmark?
Yeah, 5 days a week from 2 to 4 p.m.
Have you found engagement from listeners? That's what you were talking about, Maria, because radio stations here all this week have been talking about younger audiences. They are the holy grail. How do we get them? How do we keep them? How do you guys do it?
By being normal people, I think. Being relatable and being entertaining. I think that's what a lot of young people in Denmark likes. But radio in Denmark wasn't really good at giving them that. Either it was relatable, but in a way where it was extreme cases of young people who had an alcohol problem or doing drugs or something really depressing. Or it was just entertaining, but it was two guys who were like 38 who did it.
Yeah, because
And now here are your hosts, the Olsen brothers.
Yeah, exactly. But I think a big part of making radio for young people is, well, it helps a lot if you're young.
Yeah.
I mean, you're 23 and I'm 27. That's a lot easier talking to people your own age than it is if you're 40 and trying to...
Yeah. Hello, fellow youngsters.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, young people. I'm a young person. Listen to this broadcast. What have you found the most surprising, Christian, out of the things you have learned since you started the radio show?
That you can make radio about yourself that other people are willing to listen to.
What do you say about yourself that people want to listen to?
Well, we take a lot of like daily problems we have that a lot of other young people would have, and then we talk about them. Like, for example, I wanted to buy a condo and had to go meeting in the bank, and we couldn't figure out what attire is appropriate when you go to the bank because we've never had a meeting with a bank. So we just brought that up on the radio, and that was something everybody had an opinion about.
What tie did you wear in the end?
I ended up not wearing a tie, but putting on some of my nicer sweatpants.
Yeah. Went in topless and said, I'm looking for my condo here.
Formal sweatpants.
Yeah,
formal sweatpants. And what about you, Maria? What kind of things about your own personal self do you open up about on the air?
Everything. I once made a song when I had my period, and I was just really annoyed about Christian. And that went viral.
How did the song go? Give us a few bars of it. I sang to you at the start of the interview. It's only fair you sing back to me.
If I remember the lyrics. It's the most... what was it?
So this is Christmas
It's
themed.
the most horrible time of the month.
Yeah.
Jeg vil slippe to katte, købe nogle hatte, du kan ikke sige nej. I'm a terrible singer.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds beautiful.
It was about, I wanted chocolate and buy cats and hats and kill Christians. And, normal stuff when you're a girl who has her period.
Did the two of you get on when you're on the air? Like how much of it is, let's say, scripted, or how much of it is
Oh,
natural?
I thought you meant like sexy time.
Oh, sexy time. Sorry, no. In Ireland, we say, "Do you get on?" means like, "Are you friendly?"
Get
but
it
I think
on,
in America, "Get it on, get it
yeah,
on."
yeah.
So actually, let's go back. That's a more interesting question. The two of you get it on?
No, we both have boyfriends and girlfriends.
Okay. Oh, multiple. That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's how you do it in Denmark. But do on air the chemistry. How much of it is natural? How much do you put things into the show you know will work well?
We were very privileged that we actually, like, we're friends in private also.
Okay.
So none of it is faking it. But I think that's not a necessity for making a great radio show. We're just lucky that we're friends in private.
Yeah. But we treat this relationship like it was a normal relationship.
Yeah.
Like we have sessions where we talk about our feelings and like I don't like it when you do this, and because having a great relationship for us is a part of being professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we drink a lot.
Yeah.
You think a lot,
Yeah.
of course. It sounds like a good old time. I want to go join P3 in Denmark now. They're having a great time. Well, as you heard it, they are friends. We suspect maybe a little bit more, but we won't start a rumor. Thank you so much, Maria and Christian from P3. Enjoy the rest of Radio Days.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.